saw a guy in his 50s make that tweet, I would go, yeah, good on you.
I mean,
I
wouldn't.
would, but only because I have a real soft spot for old people who play video games. Is it the braless wife part? Is it like, what is it about that specifically that makes it so bad?
I think the bit that makes it bad is with chips.
I agree. That was a bit of a stumble.
There's
Like he almost cooked with the not asked for, and he's like, oh wait, yeah, no, I got to remind them about the chips too.
and the chips. As you can see here, a sandwich not asked for.
Sandwich not asked for. That's the new baby shoes never worn. Sandwich not asked for. Because baby shoes never worn is meant to be the saddest story you can say in the fewest amount of words. This is the opposite. This is the best story you can describe.
Yeah, that's even fewer. Sandwich not asked. That's it. You know what? He's a genius.
Well, I think the worst thing is
Yeah.
that would fucking rule.
It's
Can you
true.
imagine that? You're crushing it in
worth
like
like
your
$100 million.
You're worth $100 billion. You're playing like one of your favorite games. Your wife comes over with her fucking knockers like at eye level and hands you a sandwich and chips that you weren't even expecting. Just as you win the game, you'd be like, "Hell yeah!"
Wait a minute. Is this guy just like living the dream and we've just got a thin veil of disguising envy?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, sorry, bro.
That
I also, Mr. Historian, don't you have a wife? Yes, Starfield. Yes.
We fix some games. Welcome to the Game Doctors. But
Wait, no. I gotta get sound pad up for this. And if you can hear that, that's my $9 from Kmart medical back brace. That every time my shoulder blades are too far apart in an incorrect posture, it goes. So yeah, now we've got sound pad back to the thing. Back to Starfield.
This is my first game.
fix some games. Welcome to the Game Doctors. PhD, MD.
yeah, and it's a reality show where you and me are both wearing like long coats. We've got clipboards, and it's kind of like you and me back to back with our arms crossed, smiling. The Game Doctors.
The Game Designer's Toolkit YouTube channel.
Editor, what game can we fix? Does it say Metroid Prime or like one of those?
You can't fix that game. It's perfect.
Metroid Prime. We just Seamus. We make her a woman. How do we fix?
Starfield.
Yes, how do you?
The Game Scout.
Like I've mauled it a lot about this. What are your ideas on how to fix Starfield, my dudes?
This is my first game.
We fix Starfield in 3 words or more.
Just one planet.
Yeah.
Bada bing, easy, done. It literally would have fixed the fucking game.
With like biomes. Remember
Yeah,
biomes?
yeah, wow.
We need to get rid of all of these kind of like sexless characters and just make them nice to look at, you know? Yep. They must look at the mods and go like, most popular. Oh. Do that. You know what we should do to fix Starfield?
Yes, you are hearing that. Here's how you fix Starfield.
There's one I like where someone added physics to female breasts in the game, including Argonians. Something that should only take like an hour. It's one of those things that, as a developer, you think, oh, why didn't we do that, you know? Throughout the years, our modding community has always been a big source of inspiration for us over at Bethesda. Looking at some of the most popular mods and requests,
Including the Argonians.
things like Sex Lab Framework and Ostem Framework, among other projects focusing on the more carnal aspects that we never thoroughly explored before in the Elder Scrolls series. We at Bethesda understand that our players want to see females having the CBBE, big fat cow body type. We understand that sometimes you just want to turn into a werewolf and ravage that hot NPC you got from a modding website. We understand that sometimes after a long and arduous adventure, you just feel the need to pump that NPC full of baby batter.
This is my first game.
With that in mind, for Elder Scrolls 6, the team wanted to embrace the gameplay opportunities that come with that to completely new levels, including an anatomy. So naturally, we had to up the ante in regard to On behalf of our team at Bethesda, I'm proud to announce that Elder Scrolls 6 will have fully voiced and animated sex scenes with up to 16 times the detail of players and NPCs' most intimate parts. Just to give you an idea, female pussies are now fully modeled and rendered all the way to the cervix. We have never had
This is my first game.
detail in our games before in any of our games. And this will give our modding community complete flexibility to use our new and improved tech for their mods. But that's not all. We have also gone ahead and added sex-related activities throughout the game, with consequences, rewards, and more. Oh, and did I mention we also added a skill tree to go with it? That's right. You can see it's full of perks, blocks, and other things I won't spoil.
Among.
And the best part is all of this is dynamic and just works. Our team wants to ensure that as the player, you will feel every inch as you thrust inside. Inch. It really is a case of...
See the MC over there? You can fuck it.
You can fuck it, you know? This project has been a blast to work on, and our team is extremely excited to see the stories you guys will tell. And we will see you all in Elder Scrolls 6 sooner than you think, because I'm proud to announce that it is coming out this year in December 24, 2023.
Yeah, anyway, back to what we were watching.
Let's just have Shadowheart there.
She should just be in every game.
Yeah, she just be there.
Yeah, you fucking simp.
And
Baldur's Gate 3 sex gamers. Of course you love Shadowheart, don't you? Because you saw the sexy sex.
this is. So we fixed that. I like the idea of maybe more menus.
Yep. Doesn't have
Yeah,
enough.
you're in your inventory, but it's like if we could have like sub menus inside the inventory.
Portal, everyone knows that game's a bit of a stinker. Doesn't hold up. Now when you play Portal, there's going to be a third portal. So you shoot, opens up to a Wendy's.
Oh, that's quite good. What I'd do is I'd put one portal in front of me and then one portal behind me.
Oh, they're done with
And
Starfield now?
I could
Oh.
just then like shoot myself in the back of the head.
No, the joke is then you could, ass fuck yourself. That's the joke. Okay?
If you did it close enough, you could also us.
Yeah, see, look, even he immediately was like, bro, you did the joke wrong.
I've never played it.
I'm thinking nude mods.
Okay, what if you could fuck all the fish in South America? And each one had realistic, detailed physics.
I don't want to be crass, but there was a story in the news recently about someone in Australia, a man and his
Was it
wife,
you?
who were brought up on charges for that very thing.
Now it's not funny.
So, one, no, can you physically fuck a fish? You can get charged for the crime of fucking a fish.
But if it was a trout. You can just imagine them just like floating around, they're trying to press E on them.
How did that information get out?
They videotaped it and then they
Oh, why? Why would you?
Subnautica mod, I just made it and then what the heck? This is just an MP4. Well, doctor, who's the next patient?
I've got my scalpel. I've got my gun. I'm ready.
What do we do about Assassin's Creed?
Okay, I've done chopping. That's all the click-clack's done now.
No longer. I'm thinking, instead of getting rid of Yasuke, we lean into it. All of Japan is now African. And then instead we have like one Japanese guy as the main character.
As the villain.
And then, oh man, help me out here.
No, I'm not digging. This is your hole. It needs 50 cc's of microtransactions. Stack. Everything costs real money.
Everything costs real money, correct.
Ah, no. Bluetooth headset, please. Please, Bluetooth headset, no. Just play the music.
Put in your credit card number.
Stop it, please.
You're loving it.
No, stop, please. Quit the program and do not need music.
You're like, oh my god, this is the best game ever.
I'm just trying to
Okay, back to
make the earphone stick in my ears a little more.
I thought Yasuke was a cool idea, but Ubisoft is very, very, very clearly doing it to people.
Oh, they're actually, they're talking about something as if it's something that I should like be aware of as a gamer. So apparently Yasuke, it's not a, you know, someone from fucking Evangelion Sasuke or whatever. It's in some Ubisoft game. There's now a black samurai, and apparently it's popular enough for them to just be able to like name drop Yasuke and expect everyone to know what the fuck this Ubisoft character is.
This is my first game.
Sorry, I don't play fucking
To
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, though. A controversial opinion. I thought Yasuke was a cool idea, but Ubisoft is very, very, very clearly doing it.
Maybe that's a controversial opinion amongst you alt-right people, lol.
This is my first game.
But I think amongst people who aren't from a fiscally conservative family, they don't have to preface saying that they like the idea of a black samurai with, now this is probably a hot or controversial take. Fucking right, conservative people.
The idea of like a black samurai, though, I mean, that's an anime, Afro Samurai.
And of course he knows the fucking anime, obviously.
It's a cool concept, and he's a real dude.
They should do it, but they should just have it set back in Africa. And so everyone in Africa is just really confused, like, what's the outfit? And he's like, do not worry about it.
That is a cool idea. If you like went to Japan and then you like came back. That's what Neo is as well. That was also just a real guy.
How about this? We could make it more inclusive. So what about like an assassin in a wheelchair?
That could work.
I'm thinking we
Yes.
need to go to like maybe the Mongolian steppes because they've got like nice rolling hills.
You could get a real...
Yeah, once you
Get some speed.
can't stop, right? So there's Genghis Khan. He's down the bottom of the bank, and you are just building up momentum. You look left and right, you can see the vistas. Oh my god! You've got a wrist blade on each side. And Genghis, he sees you in the distance. He's on his horse, and it starts charging towards you. Now, ching, 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 ching.
That does sound fun.
All right, maybe it's Assassin's Creed, right? But it's only the parkour part.
You have to jump between different Minecraft blocks.
3-block vertical jump? It can't be done, Ezio.
Have you actually watched Parkour Civilization?
I have watched the entire thing.
It's not bad.
Wow, man, these guys are aggressively fucking Instagram normies, aren't they? You say like, bro, do you remember that ninja tweet? And they go like, yes, bro, I hated that ninja tweet. Ugh, it was so cringe. But then you say like, bro, do you know this like Zuma Alpha Minecraft series? And they're like, I have watched every single episode.
Really well paced. Once you get over the first 5 minutes where it is saying parkour pro and parkour noob constantly,
Parkour noobs, parkour civilization, parkour noob, parkour pro.
This is the slop that they watch. And then
it's kind of a mark.
they act as if they have the taste and sensibilities to call out other people's interests as slop. You literally watch TikTok Minecraft compilations.
Masterpiece. It's one of the better movies I have seen this year. Like, legitimately. I've got the sequel on my watch later, and I just haven't found time for it yet.
There's an earnestness to it that I really appreciate. It is very well paced. Good stakes.
If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef.
And you're just like, shit,
Yeah.
don't let it happen, man. You gotta make this jump. You gotta... Oh, fuck, he got the beef.
It's fun.
Man, this is what, like, the Netflix generation can accept as, like, background noise slop. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm realizing more and more as I get older that I do have high standards, but what I realize is that they're not unreasonable. It's just that everyone else has such pathetically, like, garbage tier, bottom center of the earth fucking... They just have no standards whatsoever. They'll put on the Minecraft TikTok compilations and then say that you're a fucking moaner for calling Skyrim bad or whatever.
This is my first.
Yes, keep going. Go off, my sons.
I was watching it on the plane and I was like, God, everyone around me must think this guy's got such good...
How much of a fucking fiscal conservative do you have to be to talk about the time that you were watching Minecraft TikToks on the plane?
Good taste. There is a lot of Assassin's Creed leap of faith.
Has Internet Historian or any of his guests like ever been poor at any point in their lives?
Bruh. It's in Parkour Civilization when you think about it.
Yeah.
They just need to use the hawk jumping sound, the hawk tour jumping sound effect instead of the
It's the product meme from last year. Hawk tour.
We like the latest memes. We like Ugandan Knuckles.
That's something for
Ugandan Knuckles was shit even when it trended. It was like an unfunny meme on release.
I know lately, Hawk Tour.
We're on the cutting edge.
Very popular at the moment.
Yep, it's basically the literal product.
Yep. We can ADR that in. I'll give you some clean hawk tours and you can just sort of sprinkle those in like cloves on a ham. Hawk tour! Hawk tour!
Yeah.
Spit on that thing. Hawk tour! There you go. Put those wherever you want.
Thanks, he's not going to use them.
Has someone done Goku charging up an attack by saying...
Yeah, they will have.
Every
Like, it's
syllable
not even funny. They will have done it already. It'll be a YouTube short.
I think we've kind of cracked it.
Yeah, we fixed Ubisoft.
We fixed that one. That's the Game Doctors.
I can't remember what we actually fixed. It's just you have to pay more for
Yeah,
the game. I think
what?
that's the
No.
takeaway from
Also, I don't want to skip this sponsored segment because he's the one that, like, the sponsor segments are actually funny. So yeah. One moment, please, viewers, while I pause the recording to disable sponsor block and go and have my skooma. What? Are you telling me that fucking FreeTube doesn't have sponsor block whitelist options? Are you fucking kidding me? I checked the sponsor block. Oh no, you saw it. So I just had to turn off sponsor block. And we'll put that so I don't accidentally unpause it. Touching my Bluetooth earphones.
I can't remember what we actually fixed. It was just you have to pay more for the game, I think was the
Yeah,
takeaway
basically.
from that.
Ad time. We tried to do neutral news, Sandra.
Yes!
It didn't work.
No.
We tried to do misinfo policing, Sandra.
Yes!
It didn't work. News proposes a better way.
Goddamn headphones. I just tried to
We
stick it in my
live
ears a
with the
bit more.
bias, but we just let everybody see all the sources and everything, and you can see how many news publications are reporting on any particular story.
No, stay in the bubble.
Breaking news, Sandra. Sightings of drones are causing a pandemonium in downtown New Jersey.
Oh, as usual.
The end of the world.
As usual.
Nick, let's check it out on ground.news and see what the rest of the media is reporting on.
Oh, I don't care.
Take my word for
29
I thought this was going to be like a Rady Shady funny.
that. The aliens.
But it's for some fucking slot news media, like, aggregate service. Like, bruh, I'd rather just use Reddit and read the fucking top comments instead of pay money for whatever the fuck this shit is.
Convince every one of your party members.
Eddie. We in.
Did you want to tell the fine folks here how you managed to convince every one of your party members in Baldur's Gate 3 to desert you for your repulsive personality?
Oh, yeah. It just seems like we all can't get along, and I don't know what I did. No, but the game is rigged.
I never had this.
All right, so there I was. I was playing Baldur's Gate, and I was loving it, and we were all having a good time, but I thought everyone was getting along. However, I had, who's the pretty lady?
Shadowheart,
Shard.
Heart, and the frog lady.
Lae'zel.
Laser.
In the camp together.
Shard.
Now, they both weren't happy with each other.
Walk away.
And of course they're into like, please fuck me sexy outfits.
This is my first game.
Come.
Now.
Yep.
So okay, naturally, Shadowheart's like pretty lady, other one frog lady, not so keen. So
Are my eyes still open?
Shadowheart, I will facilitate her.
They are low.
Lae'zel. Right? It makes perfect sense.
I'm gonna, wait.
So we do that, and everyone's loving it. And the
There you
camp
go.
is slightly
That's better.
smaller, but everyone's loving it.
So Lae'zel died, who, by the way, ends up becoming one of the coolest characters if you follow her arc through.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Okay. Try and resolve the conflict with words first. Or do you
No, why would I? Frog lady's scary.
Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh.
I was a man in this game, and I felt like, oh, I don't know, she could probably kind of beat me up. I don't like this.
You have a very outdated view of fantasy gender roles.
Well, you know, it's my roleplay too.
Yeah, that's fair. You got Lae'zel murdered.
Everyone agreed with it. Everybody, Piper liked that.
Who the fuck is Piper?
He didn't get the joke. Oh, come on, bro.
And then I went over to, who's that magician guy?
Gale?
So I went over to Gale, and he's like,
Daryl better go.
I need a magical artifact to consume.
oh, okay. I looked through my stuff and was like, there's nothing really want to sacrifice. I guess I could sacrifice one thing. I certainly don't want him turning on me. Okay, so I gave him one thing, and then he's like,
That hit the spot.
but then 5 minutes later he goes, another please. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. So I said no, and he goes,
I understand that I am asking for a lot, but
but I've got my reasons, diddle-a-diddle-a-doo. I was like, all right, fine, I'll go to the shop. So I went to the shop, and I bought a new, like, rare item. And I was like, right, this will do it. I'll give it to him. It's magical. He'll shut up. And then I go over to him.
glad you've a moment for me.
I was like, here's the magical item. And it wouldn't let me transfer it. Like, it didn't.
Oh, no.
Want it, like,
Oh,
rare
the
enough.
quest item, bruh.
Just try and put it in his inventory. You have to, like, talk to him.
Some things you buy from the vendor just don't do the thing. It's mostly things you find in the environment.
Yeah, right.
So I've talked to him now like 3 times saying, here's an item. Lamau, Charlie Brown footballed him. He goes,
We've reached the point of no return.
that's it. I'm leaving the party.
We're not compatible, you and I.
What?
It hasn't been a pleasure.
And then he was gone. And suddenly he was like, oh, I'm down another dude. Okay.
Just real quick, how far through the game was that?
Couple hours.
Couple hours. I won't fully throw you under the bus for that if it was kind of early on. Pretty much in every game, you just find, like, early on, there's a few real dog shit amulets and rings that give you, like, a spell like Dancing Lights, which just summons some lights. It's like, who fucking gives a shit? So every time I've played, I've just given him that trash. Spoilers, I'm pretty sure if you'd just given him that second item somehow or sacrificed one of yours, that's the last one he asks for.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
This is my first game.
It seemed never ending to me. I thought, oh, bloody hell, this
Sure.
is just a tax I have to pay now for keeping a wizard in. And I'm already a wizard. I don't need 2.
That makes a bit more sense. If you were also a wizard, I would not be as enthused about keeping the other wizard around. Fair enough, fair enough.
But I had Shadowheart, I had Astarion, and I had Karlak.
Yes, Karlak's the best one to simp for.
Given your track record.
Yeah, actually
I
true.
didn't like how tall she was. And then I can't remember everyone else. I didn't like, who's that, Wilson?
He just kind of looks annoying. Same with the star. They just kind of have annoying.
Yeah, I didn't like
faces.
him because he came in and he seemed too goody two shoes. I think I had to leave. Or I had just attacked him.
Come.
I can't remember. And then we were having a gay old time, I'll venture to say. And
Come.
asked me, you know, hey, do you want to join the light side or the dark side? And I was like, I want to join the light side. And then Shadowheart's like,
You're making me regret my decision to join you.
I'm leaving.
This is where we part ways.
And then I went on to stay, and then I couldn't roll high enough to convince her to stay. And then suddenly I only had 2 members of my party.
To be.
And so then I went over to the guy, and he's like, yes, hello, I'm a spooky skeleton man. I've got these hirelings, they don't have a soul.
I might summon the worthiest among them.
And so they're like unvoiced characters.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had 2 voiced characters and 1 nothing guy. I'll never fall in love with this one. So I just stopped playing.
That's very funny. That's very, very
It's not
funny.
bad. Why aren't you working?
I can't relate. I did.
What, did you keep everyone?
Yep.
Did you have a big band of like 20 people?
Yep. My camp was fucking annoying by the end of it. There was so many people I had to talk to.
Shitty fucking game.
Do you like any games?
I tell you what, I used to like video games. Kudos.
Let me guess, you used to like Skyrim?
And I was like, no.
I mean, woke. Kudos. I remember back in the day where they used to say male or female. Now they say body type 1 or body type. They used to say like blonde, ponytail. Now they say hair 1, 2.
Now, not in Baldur's Gate, though. They have very colourful hair descriptors. They do have the body type thing, though.
I liked it when they still described the genitals, but then put a numerical identifier afterwards. So we would call it like penis 1 and penis 2. I thought that's quite funny. That's quite good.
I think I was usually
keep
a
that.
penis B guy, from memory. I think I was a cock B guy. Someone blow up my mentions with penis 2 from Baldur's Gate so I can remember whether that's the one I picked or not. Have you got any opinions on which penis type to use?
Yeah, just send them ats. Sends ats to ManyKudos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With
Please.
all the
And
different
make sure to
genital
CC
types.
Internet Historian.
I'm looking at it right now.
I can see your screen right now.
You ugly.
You're just watching.
You ugly.
Okay, I think we should end this with a speech. Games. If I was to make a recipe for games, I'd go a cup of love, a dash of inspiration,
Yep.
and a handful of hard work.
A sprinkling of good graphics.
Oh, that's beautiful, Mr. Kudos.
Kilograms worth of engaging gameplay.
This is my first game.
The system really confuses the Americans.
2 stones worth of fun, of course. And of course, I'm reminded of one of the greats.
Yep.
Ninja Blevins.
Yeah. What would he say if he was still alive right now?
You ugly. You ugly.
Righto behind.
You ugly.
Make sandwich, not asked for, with chips. And I think that just sums it up. If there's one thing that
You
brings
ugly.
everyone together, it's that every game has to be installed.
Every game has its soul.
Unless it's a Nintendo 64 or any other cartridge-based
PlayStation
media.
1 also didn't require that.
Yeah.
But
But everything from about PS3 onwards required installation.
This is my first game.
that's
And
right.
let's be honest, no one's playing old games.
Well,
This is my first game.
And the graphics make a game. Bad graphics equals a bad game, good graphics, good game. But
words of Lana Del Rey.
video games.
You ugly.
Magic the Gathering. What are they gathering?
That was what you were planning around this hour with. That was what you cooked up.
Yep. Do you really have to catch them all?
Leave a few of them just to hang out. At what point do they stop crafting the war and it's just there?
This is my first.
Yeah.
This is my first game.
Sid Meier.
Yeah, I know, right? Who is him?
Spit on that thing.
So get Ground News.
This is my first game.
Brought to you by Ground.
Fuck Ground.
This is my first game.
I didn't get no sponsor money for Ground, so Ground can go Hey, Ground, fuck you. Give me money.